Hey guys, this video is going to be about touching on my very first bed bug video. I made my very first bed bug video back in 2021, and the video is still getting a lot of attention. That's like my hugest, that's the most popular video out of all the 94 videos that I've created on bed bugs. That's the most popular one. And I kind of want to just go back to that time when I very first realized I had bed bugs. I know a lot of people, the first thing think is where they got them from, and we try to think about, oh, they came from this person, oh, this place is dirty. But the thing is, sometimes you can pinpoint where you got them from, but sometimes you probably can't. It's really hard to tell where they come from, and we can get them from almost anywhere. It's like these bugs are everywhere, so it's not like you can say, well, I went and did this and this came from that. You can kind of try and think of and backtrack. Well, the only place I've been was such and such a place. But it could be if you ride in somebody's car. It could be if you go to a department store and use a bathroom. It could just be if you're in a store, period. It could be if you're in a fast food place, a restaurant, anywhere. Anywhere. They just come, they are everywhere. When I say everywhere, they are everywhere. It was like such a traumatic experience. I thought I was losing my entire mind. Just keep getting bit and don't know what's biting. You can't see nothing, can't find nothing. And people, oh, it's probably a spider bite. And I'm like, I think I've been bit by a spider before years ago, but it's just like a mosquito bite. But instead of getting a little bump from like you get from a mosquito bite, now you got this big old knot. These knot, and mine were coming like a straight line down my back of my neck. They kept biting me on the back of my neck, and it was like a straight line, maybe like 3 or 4 bites or more. So I'm like, I gotta find out what's biting me and where these things came from. And when we pinpointed it, that it came from one of my youngest son's room. That's where it started. Don't know how they got in there. Now, as time went by, I think they actually came through the outlets. That's what I believe. I was blaming, I'm like, your friends, you have any friends in here, these people, you done bought bed bugs in here, you done bought bed bugs from somewhere, but it spread it from his room to my oldest son's room, because he was staying with me at the time, to my bedroom, to the living room, because my son was all over the place. He would go in the living room. Once I found out what it was, I did all this research, going online, looking up what kind of bug it would be, and I came up with the bed bug. I'm like, now we have to find it. We have to find one of these bugs to see if it's actually, that bug. And I'm like, praying that please don't let it be that, but it was. Then I started researching how to get rid of them. I had no idea it was going to be the issue that it turned out to be, that I was going to just keep constantly getting bit over and over and over and over. But I did. The very first place that I noticed I actually seen one was walking up in my ceiling. It was close to the vent up in the ceiling. I didn't know it was a bed bug. I just knew it was a bug. So I killed it. And that was that. They're not likely to crawl up in the ceiling and things like that, but they will, because they can come from out the vents, up the top, on the floor, out cracks in the floor, your outlets, anywhere. They can come from anywhere. And if other people in the apartment building or wherever you live have them, then okay, yeah. And at that time, I was living in an apartment, and I didn't tell the rental office. I didn't say anything to them. I tried to handle this on my own. And when I did handle it on my own, I mean, if you want to really see the story, you can go back to the video, because I have a 40-minute video on that whole process and everything I went through. This is just kind of like to touch on that video since it's been since 2021. This now 2024, late 2024. But once I kind of realized that I wasn't getting bit anymore and kind of figured they must be gone, because if they wasn't, I still be getting bit. That's when I called my rental office and they sent an exterminator out that they deal with for the property. So the guy had came out. He searched all through the place. He didn't find none in my room at all. He found one live one in my son's room where it started, and he found a few dead ones in my oldest son's room under the box spring, the bottom of the box spring. He found like 5 to 7 dead ones up under the furniture, because I pulled the covering off of the furniture and spread it, so he seen some dead ones there. And I had a swivel chair, like swivel around. He found one on a swivel chair. I can't remember if it was dead or live, but I know it's in the video. He found one on that chair. So he told me, he said, I don't know, whatever you did, you done really cleared up your, the whole infestation. So you really don't need much done. He said, but I am going to treat. Since I'm here, I'm going to treat everything. And then he said, I'm going away for vacation, and I'll be back in like a month. I said, a month? I gotta wait till a month for you to come back and say whether I'm clear or not? And I'm thinking in my mind, well, if I'm not, I'm gonna still get bit. So he came back the month later and everything was clear. He saw no traces of them, no live ones, no anything. And that was that. He only had to come to my house twice. He came for that one time because I just wanted to know if they was gone. And then he came after that to recheck, to make sure that it wasn't more there, and the 1 or 2 that he found live there, that it was no more there living, and it wasn't. And that was my ordeal. So shortly, maybe a year after or sometime after that, I decided to move. I had been looking for a place to move even before I even realized I had bed bugs. Once I realized it, I just told myself, this is just something I came up with. I don't want to take this problem somewhere else. I don't want to take it to a new place of mine. And plus, I don't want to give a problem to other people. So I had decided for myself that I was not going anywhere, move anywhere until those things was gone, because they were not going with me. So through the research that I did, I realized that they were travelers. So they just stick to you like glue. And as soon as you get to that next destination, they unload. And next, you got a mass of bed bugs because they multiply really quickly. So again, it's not really easy to determine like where they came from. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. That's why I recommend, especially if you ever get them, to just treat and leave the stuff down. Leave it down for a good little while, but always, once a month, do a little inspection to make sure the powder is still in place. If it's not, put it back in place. If it gets to a point where it looks like it got dirty or bugs and stuff in it, clean it up and reapply it. And that's how you just stay bed bug free. Even if they come into your home again, that's how you stay bed bug free. Because it's never a guarantee that you won't get them again. And it's never a guarantee that nobody will never get them. I don't care how long you've been on this earth and you haven't had them. You always got a chance and the possibility of getting them. So I'm big on telling people to treat. Masks need to be worn. A lot of people, when you first start putting that powder down, if you're not experienced in it, powder is going to be everywhere. It's going to be smoky. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be coughing. It's going to get down in your lungs. You may have to go to the hospital. All of that, because it's a big chalky dust. And that's the danger part, that people will talk about and have you scared. It's just the fact that, just like if you clean in your dusty house, you shake a rug. Would you want to pick up a rug and just shake a rug in a room with very little ventilation? No, because a whole bunch of dust is going to come out and you're going to breathe all that dust and you're going to cough and you're going to get sick and you might have to go to the hospital. Same thing with diatomaceous earth. Same thing. So that's basically what this video is about. I just wanted to kind of come and, touch a little bit on what my very first bed bug video is about. I get little complaints here and there from people who watch it, say, oh, you could have just got straight to the point, and this video didn't have to be this long. First and foremost, it's as long as I wanted it to be, because it's my video. Number two, the video is titled My Bed Bug Story and How I Got Rid of Them. The word story should allow anybody and let anybody know that it's going to take a little bit of time, because I'm telling a story. I'm telling a story. And it could have been way longer than what it was, but it is what it is. So pay attention to the titles when you read. My Bed Bug Story and How I Got Rid of Them. And I didn't make it trying to get views or anything. I made it to help people get rid of bed bugs, because I knew people were going through that. If I went through it, I knew it was other people going through it. The Lord led me to create the video. I did it. And now it's where it is. I'm where I am. You know, it exploded. Why? Because it was definitely a need for that video. It's no other videos on YouTube or anywhere basically that I've seen that go into deep detail as I did on my video. In any of my videos, I'm in depth. I am in depth with what I do, because I'm not creating videos just like I said, just for views. These videos are really out to help people get rid of these bugs, because of what these bugs do to you, what they can do to you, the mental distress. Okay, when I tell you, people are saying some really things. People are saying some things that you would think is crazy. They say things that's disturbing. Why? Because they try everything they can to get rid of these bugs, and they can't. And you just constantly getting bit over and over and over and over and over and over. After a while, you just start losing your mind. You know, it's like you going to end up in a daggone institution, because I definitely thought I was going to end up in one. I thought I was going to end up in a mental institution. My sons thought I was really losing my mind. And what they thought is over a little bug. They thought over a little bug because the way the bug was affecting me, because of my sensitivity, it was not affecting them in that manner. So they didn't understand why I was acting the way I was. So that's why I created a video also letting people know, just because they're not affecting you like that, do not treat the person who are going through what they're going through just because you're not experiencing it. You know, we need to be a little more caring with each other anyway. It ain't just about bed bugs, it's period. If somebody comes to you with something and they're in distress, they're coming to you for a reason. The least anybody could do is just listen and hear them out and try to be as helpful as possible, and whatever the case may be. Okay, I'm looking at the time, 13 minutes. So again, I came just to kind of speak again a little bit about that very first video. And it's because it's been so long. And if you're interested in watching it, it's a very old video, my very first one. It was made back in December, I think December 21st of 2021. And today is what? Today is September the 19th of 2024. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, don't forget, I'm starting my Q&As back up. I'm going to start a Q&A, live Q&As back up. They're going to be random for now until some of you guys comment and give me some days and times. I see people watching it, but nobody haven't commented any dates or times yet. So I'll do it randomly until we get to that point. So I'll see you guys on the next video.